If that program is executed, that is a successful experiment. Otherwise, it is a failure experiment. Simple. Is it right or not? If you execute that program, that is a successful experiment. Otherwise, failure experiment. See, first for a single trial, for one trial I will give. He has written a distribution first. In the morning, say this. This point is very important point. In morning session, we have discussed discrete distributions and a continuous distribution. Particularly in case of discrete distribution, based on the given data, we have prepared a distribution table. Means we have taken a table, distribution we have written. Means distribution table we have developed. From the distribution table only, mean we have calculated mean, variance, standard deviation, and even respective probabilities also we have measured from the table only. Those who followed my morning class, you can understand it easily. Okay. So once based from the given data, suppose data given to you, that given data first we have written in the form of a table, discrete distribution table we have developed. From the table only, yes, respective probabilities, mean, variance, standard deviation, etc., we have developed. But advanced form means same discrete random variable advanced form, binomial and Poisson. What is advanced form? Now the new development is, listen carefully, this is very crucial observation. New development, purpose of binomial rather than where I have to apply binomial, where to apply Poisson, this is very important, not for the exam purpose. Is it? Say, advanced form of discrete random variable means next development is without writing a distribution table, without taking a table like this. See, for every problem in discrete random variable, first I have to develop a table. First I have to take a distribution table. From the table only I have to calculate all. But here, next advanced form is without taking a table like that, is there any possibility to find probabilities directly? Is there any possibility to find mean, variance, standard deviation, etc. without taking a table? Okay. So first that development, first that idea given by Bernoulli with the name of binomial distribution. For that development, what he did first. Okay. What he did from the beginning, that time I will explain. Okay. So without taking a table, how to find the probabilities, how to find the mean, variance. For that, what he did, he conducted an experiment only one time, one trial. That may be a program or it may be a coin. You can toss a coin or else you can roll a die, whatever it may be. Yes, if you conduct an experiment only one time, yes, for one trial means, see, one number of time you can conduct an experiment. Let P is equal to probability of success. Probability of success means, for example, see, I am tossing a coin. My purpose is, listen carefully, my purpose is getting ahead. What is the chance of getting ahead? If a coin is tossed one time, what is the chance of getting ahead? 1 by 2. Means, suppose, see, you are tossing a coin means there should be one purpose in your mind or not? Even you are doing some laboratory experiment means there should be one purpose in your mind or not? To get something only you are doing an experiment. So, what is required to you, that is your success. P is nothing but the probability of your requirement, probability of success. So, you can denote it as P. Q is equal to probability of failure, that is 1 minus P. Q is equal to probability of failure 1 minus probability of success. Say this. Let, this is important observation, random variable. Already random variable given in the morning. From here onwards, every problem is related to random variable only. What is your random variable means? Number. Random variable is always a real number. Number of successes out of number of successes out of one trial. Because we have conducted an experiment only one time. If I conduct an experiment only one time, what is a random variable X? Random variable X is nothing but what is random variable? I have explained clearly. Complete morning session we have discussed random variable only. Okay. So those who have not attended morning class, verify once that recorded lecture you see what is random variable elaborately with the real-time examples given. Say this. What is random variable? Number of successes out of one trial. Means out of one experiment, one trial of experiment, how many times you are getting a success? How many times you are getting a success means all possible successes, you write. Suppose if you failed in that experiment, how many times you got a success? 0 times or not? Yes, 0 number of successes. Suppose you failed in that experiment, my success is 0. How many times you success in 0? We can say like that or not? Or else only one time. Because you have conducted an experiment only one time. Either you get a success one time or you get a success no time. Two possibilities. Now, I will try to prepare a distribution table for it. He tried. Yes, he has prepared a table. From the table, he extracted formula separately. See, I will try to prepare a distribution table for it. The distribution table is, say this, x. Like in discrete distribution, what we discussed in the morning, distribution table I have to prepare for x. X is nothing but the number of times of success. 0, 1. Listen carefully. Now here I have to write the probabilities in second line. Probability means what is the meaning? P of x means the probability of getting 0 success. Probability of getting 0 success means probability of failure or not? Probability of failure you have given a notation as q in the beginning. Say this. 0 times you have got a success instance, that is a failure. Failure probability already you have taken a notation as q. You are getting a success one time means what is the probability of success notation is P. For a single trial, this is a distribution table for the number of successes. Number of successes, this is a distribution table. Okay, say this. From this table itself, he has developed formulas directly. What is that formula? Say this. This q, conveniently, I will write like this. 1c 0 into p power 0 into q power 1. Any mistake in this? What is 1c 0 value? 1. P power 0, 1. Q power 1, q only or not? That q conveniently, I can write like this. P also 1c 1 into p power 1 into q power 1 minus 1. 1c 1 value 1. P power 1, P only. Q power 1 minus 1, Q power 0, 1 only or not? Yes, you can write like this. From this observation, from the table, he developed one formula. What is that formula? P of x is nothing but, P of x is nothing but 1cx, P power x, Q power 1 minus x. The probability of success x times out of one trial. If I take x is equal to 0, this one. X is equal to 0 means probability of success 0 times. That is 1c 0 into p power 0 into q power 1 or not? If I take x is equal to 1, what it is? 1c 1 into p power into q power 1 minus 1, 0 or not? This one. See, he developed one formula. What is the advantage with this? If I know this formula, this table not required. From this table only, this formula he developed. Does it? You can apply that as a formula from here onwards without writing a distribution table. Now, coming to mean. Okay, sir. To find the probabilities formula, okay. But what about mean? Mean is nothing but mean mu. This is a discrete distribution. For a discrete distribution, what is mean formula? Sigma x into p of x. Already I told you in the morning. If most of you have not attended in the morning, it is very difficult for me. Okay. See, because morning class continuation I am giving here. Now, this is sigma x into p of x means 0 into q. Tell me, plus 1 into p. What is finally what is left? 1 into p is left. So, for mean directly mean formula, therefore, mean mu is equal to, what is the formula? 1p. Therefore, mean mu is equal to 1p. Actually, p is sufficient. Intentionally, I am writing that 1 also. So, mean of the distribution is 1 into p. So that no table required. From this table only we have developed that formula. Next, what is variance, Andy? Variance sigma square is equal to sigma x square into in discrete random variable. Sigma x square into p of x minus mu square. What is x square? Square of this? 0 square into q plus s square into 1 square into p minus mu square. Mu is p square. That is p minus p square. P into what it is? 1 minus p. P into 1 minus p means, therefore, variance is nothing but p into 1 minus p is nothing but p into q or not? 1 minus p is nothing but q. Therefore, variance is equal to pq. For my convenience, I will write it as 1 pq. Standard deviation is always root 2 over variance, root 2 over 1 pq. Okay. First, for a single experiment, he has taken a table like this, means like a discrete distribution only, distribution table he took. From the table only he developed formulas directly. Finding probabilities, finding mean, variance, standard deviation. What is the advantage with this? No need to write a table for every problem. Directly we can use them as the formulas to find mean, variance, standard deviation for all related problems like this. How it is? That also I will give you once if I start the problems. Say, this is for the single time of experiment only. Actually, what you have written in the beginning, you see, Bernoulli's entrails. First, to give that distribution, he has developed his distribution for the single trial only. Later, same logic, you can extend for two trials. Two trials means, suppose if you conduct an experiment two times, two independent trials. Suppose you can try same program, you try to execute two times. Or same coin you toss two times, or same die you roll two times, is it? In that particular case, how that table is, now no need to write the table separately. How that table ending? Similarly for two trials. I will try to write a table, see this. Listen carefully. If it is for two trials, number of times of success out of two trials I have to write or not? Number of times of success out of two trials is maybe 0 number of times, or 1 or 2 also will be added. Additionally, 0, 1, 2 within this set will get 0, 1, 2. Is it? Yes. Here and for all those elements I have to write or not? So that I have to write a table for 0, 1, 2. For 0, 1, 2 here, in place of 1C0, who will come? 2C0. Next, 2C1. Next, 2C2 also will be added. 2C2 also will be added. 3 columns will come in the table. What is the formula here? In place of 1Cx, who will come? 2Cx. 2Cx into p power x into q power 2 minus x will come. 2 minus x will come. What is mean? For a single trial 1p, for two trials 2p. What is variance? For a single trial 1pq, for two trials 2pq. If it is for three trials, it will be 3pq. Four trials, 4p, 4q. If you extend it for n trials, up to n trials, Complete formula will be converted as, tell me, here ncx into p power x into q power n minus x. You see, in every textbook, binomial distribution formula is like that only. What is the reason for that formula? This is a complete background. Why it comes like that. ncx into p power x into q power n minus x. Mean is nothing but NP. For n trials, NP. Single trial, 1P. Two trials, 2P. N trials, NP. Variance is NPQ. You see in your book, formulas are like that only or not? The reason for the formula is this is the reason. Now you write it. For n independent trials. Because why independent? Every outcome is independent. Whenever you conduct an experiment repeatedly, every outcome is independent there. For n independent trials, let P is equal to probability of success, Q is equal to probability of failure. You can find P and Q for single trial only, because same experiment you are repeating n number of times. P and Q you can find for single trial only. One trial. Number of successes out of n trials. Out of n trials, how many times you are getting a success? That is our random variable. What it is? All times you may fail. In that case, zero number of successes. Or else, out of n independent trials, you may get a success one time, or two times, or three times, up to n times. For single trial, 0, 1. For two trials, 0, 1, 2. For n trials, 0 to n. Why I have to start with 0? Maybe every time you may fail. In that case, number of successes are 0 only. Now coming to, for this distribution, like actually for single trial you have written a distribution table or not? What is distribution here? Discrete distribution of x is x p of x. X. For all these I have to write a distribution. What it is? NC0. There 1C0 you have written or not? NC0 into p power 0 into q power n minus 0. Same, from that table only I am writing. 1. What it is? NC1 into p power 1 into q power n minus 1. Probability of success 2 times. NC2 into p square into q power n minus 2. X. NCx into p power x into q power n minus x. Finally, n. For single trial, I have taken a table. Similarly, if you extend for two trials, up to 0, 1, 2, I have to write. For three trials, up to 3. For n trials, up to n. Complete table is this one. Means complete background what he did, that I am giving. Now, from the same discrete random variable, same discrete table only, From the table, you can separate the formulas now. What it is? What is P of x here? Yes, you can take it, sorry, you can take it as a formula here. You can take it as a formula. Therefore, what is P of x? NC x into P power x into Q power n minus x. If I give x is equal to 0, first probability will come. X is equal to 1, second will come. X is equal to third will come. So, no need to write a table like this. Actually, I have to write a table. From the table, I have to find. But no need to write a table. From the discrete distribution table only, one formula he developed. So, that is an advanced form. No need to take a table for every problem. Directly, you can use it as a formula. Now, what is mean? Mean. For a single trail, 1p we have observed. For 2 trails, it will be 2p. For 3 trails, 3p. For n trails, np. Directly, number of trails in p is our answer. No need to take a table. What is variance? For a single trail, what we have observed? 1pq. For 2 trails, 2pq. For n trails, npq. Standard deviation is always root over variance. Okay. మీ ఇష్టం అమ్మా, నన్ను చూసి మీరు రాయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. ఓకే, మీరు ఎలా ఉన్నారో అలాగే ఉండండి. ఓకే, డోంట్ యాక్ట్, వద్దు, అది మంచిది కాదు, అది లైఫ్లో కూడా మంచిది కాదు. అవునా? మనం ఎలా ఉన్నామో అలాగే ఉండాలి. సో నన్ను చూసి నోట్స్ రాయటం, నేను అటు వెళ్ళిపోగానే నోట్స్ పక్కన పెట్టేసి మాట్లాడుకోవటం వద్దు. అది మీరు వినాలనుకుంటేనే వినండి, లేదనుకుంటే మీరు ఏమైతే ఆలోచనలో ఉన్నారో అదే ఆలోచనలు కంటిన్యూ చేయండి. ఒకవేళ మీరు డ్రీమ్స్లో ఉంటే ఆ డ్రీమ్స్నే కంటిన్యూ చేసుకోండి, నో ఇష్యూ. నేను మీ మైండ్లో దూరి మీ మైండ్లో నేను ఇంజెక్ట్ చేసి పాఠం నేను చెప్పలేను కదా. మీకు ఆ ఫీల్ ఉండాలా, జీల్ మీకు ఉండాలి. ఇట్ రైట్. నౌ coming to how to get an idea to apply binomial distribution. Suppose one problem given to you. ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటంటే, మీరు మార్నింగ్ క్లాస్ విన్నారనుకోండి పర్ఫెక్ట్గా, ఇప్పుడు చాలా క్లియర్గా వినుండేవాళ్ళు. నాకు తెలిసి మీలో హార్డ్లీ ఒక 20 మెంబర్స్ వినుంటారు. సారీ టు సే లైక్ దిస్, ఎందుకంటే మిమ్మల్ని అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తుంటే, మీ ఫేస్లో అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తుంటే నాకు క్లారిటీ వస్తుంది. ఓకే, సో అంటే మార్నింగ్ క్లాస్ విన్నోళ్ళందరూ ఇప్పుడు పర్ఫెక్ట్గా ఉంటారు. మార్నింగ్ క్లాస్ వినపోతే ఆటోమేటిక్గా మీకు అర్థం, ఎందుకంటే క్లాస్ కంటిన్యూషన్ ఇది. ఇస్ ఇట్ రైట్? అంటే మీకు ఇంట్రెస్ట్, ఆ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అనేది మీరు క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవాలి, నాట్ ఫ్రమ్ మై సైడ్. సే దిస్. నౌ కమింగ్ టు how to get an idea to apply binomial distribution. Once if the problem given to you, yes, I have to apply binomial distribution to do this easily. How to get that idea? That idea I will give you. Whenever you see the problem, they will not ask you questions, apply binomial distribution, apply Poisson distribution. They will not give like that. Is it? Just by verifying the question itself, you need to understand, I need to apply binomial distribution for it. How? Binomial distribution. Say this. I will give one problem. You write it. This is one previous gate question, what I am telling. First, I will give you a very simple problem. Okay, I will not give one previous gate. See, I will give one general question. Then I will go to the previous gate question. If a fair coin, if a fair coin is tossed 10 times, the probability that head occurs at most one time. First immediate idea how to apply binomial is one basic idea, is it? Why I have to apply binomial only? Okay, how to get that idea? Yes, here experiment is repeated. How many times? 10 times. Whenever you repeat an experiment, better you can go to the binomial distribution. That is a first basic hint. Next, for which purpose we are tossing a coin? Unnecessarily why you are tossing coin? ఏదో ఒక purpose mind లో ఉంటేనే కదండి. What is the purpose in our mind? Head. My requirement is getting a head. Head కోసం మీరు ట్రై చేస్తున్నారు. Is it right or not? Yes, you are tossing a coin to get head. Okay, the probability that head occurs at most one time. Question దేని మీద ఉందో చూడండి. Total out of 10 number of trials, how many times you are getting a success? Complete binomial distribution given based on that purpose only or not? What is the random variable x in binomial distribution? What you have written? X is equal to number of times of success out of n trials only you have written or not? Number of times of success means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n. అదే కదా ఇప్పుడు క్వశ్చన్ కూడా ఏమడిగాను చూడండి. అవుట్ ఆఫ్ 10 times of x, out of 10 times of trials, how many times you are getting a success? Success is my head here. What is the success here? Getting a head. How many times head occurs? How many times అనేది క్వశ్చన్ లో వస్తుంది. At most one time నాకు కావాలి, అవునా? Yes, so very clear. First, to apply binomial distribution, first basic hint is experiment must be repeated. Okay, if the experiment is repeated, first basic hint, okay, you can. Next, tail end of the question, they will ask, out of m number of trials, how many times you are getting a success? If they ask a question like that, binomial distribution, I will give more clarity with these notations. You see, first problem kada, clear ga notations రాస్తాను చూడండి. Solution. N is equal to number of trials. How many times experiment is conducted? 10 times kada? That is 10 n. Is it? P is nothing but probability of success for a single trial. P of success for one trial, only one trial. What is required to you? Head required. What is the chance of getting a head? 1 by 2 or not? Yes, it is a fair coin. Fair coin means chance of getting head and tail both are same. Okay. P is nothing but the probability of success for a single trial. For one trial only you have to write. For a one trial, if a coin is tossed one time, what is the chance of getting a head? 1 by 2. P. Q is nothing but 1 minus P. 1 minus P means that is 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2. First problem kada clear ga ras. Is it? Now, what is random variable? No need to write every time, but just for clarity better, let what is random variable? Number of successes. Number of success means here my success is getting a head or not? Number of heads out of how many trials? 10 trials. Out of 10 trials, how many times you are getting a head is my success. What are the possible values of x and? Maybe all 10 times you may not get a head. Okay, 0 or 1 time, 2 time up to 10. Every problem 0 to n only, clear. But actually up to now I have written the data only. Question not yet given. Question ikkada start ayindi chudandi. 10 times the probability of getting a head occurs at most one time. At most one time means maximum of one time. Either no time or one time. At most means what it is? No or one. Either no or one. Okay. So either no or one means this is one. At most means maximum one. Maximum means either 0 times of success or 1 times of success. So my question is required probability. Say this. I will write like this. First binomial distribution P of x formula what it is? In BD. BD means binomial distribution. What is P of x and NCx into P power x into Q power n minus x. By binomial distribution. Now required probability I am writing. Required probability. is P of already X information given. X is nothing but the number of times that head occurs. X is the number of times that at most 1 means X less than or equal to 1. Maximum 1. As it X less than or equal to 1 means either X is equal to 0 or P of X is equal to 1. Completely like your semester answer sheet, I am writing the complete solution. Okay, once if you practice 2 to 3 problems like this, directly you can go to the solution. No need to take all these notations. What is P of X is equal to 0? N is fixed. P is fixed and Q is fixed. What are NPQ values? N is 10, P 1 by 2, Q 1 by 2. X varies from question to question. Only X varies. What it is? 10 C 0 into P power 1 by 2 whole power 0 into 1 by 2 whole power gap between N and X. That is 10 plus 10C 1 into P power 1 by 2 whole power 1 into 1 by 2 whole power 900. What is 10C 0 value? 1. NC 0 1 only. This is also 1. 1 by 2 power 10 in denominator. 10C 1 is 10 and 1 by 2 power 10 in denominator. So 11 by 2 power 10 is an answer. Okay. Some of you already probability and statistics is running, I think. Is it? Binomial distribution completed to you? Where I have to apply, when I have to apply, how to get the idea to apply binomial. This is very important. Next, now I will give one previous gate question and try to actually, 1 minute. If a fairy die is rolled 5 times, the probability that the die shows say number 5, number 3, odd number of times. Say this. If you have a clear-cut idea and concept, then this type of problems are very, very easy. Otherwise, there are very, very difficult and confusing problems. You see this. Read that question carefully. A fairy die is rolled how many times? 5 times. Here same experiment repeated 5 times, experiment repeated. First basic idea. Okay, you can apply binomial possibility is there. What is the tail end of the question? Out of 5 times, the probability that the die shows a number 3, what is required to you? Getting number 3 is required. For which purpose we are throwing a die? Getting a number 3. To get a number 3, we are throwing a die. The probability that the die shows a number 3, how many times? Odd number of times. Means out of 5 times, that number 3 required odd number of times. Odd number of times means either 1 time or 3 times or 5 times. Here 3 possibilities I have to write. Means x values varies. Maybe x is equal to 1 or 3 or 5. Means here also you prepare a data. What it is? Die is rolled how many times? 5 times. Solution. N is equal to number of trials. What is number of trials? 5. For which purpose we are throwing a die? Getting a number 3. P is equal to P of getting number 3. What is the chance of getting a number 3 in a single roll of die? Is it 1 by 6 or not? Okay, chance of getting a number 3 is nothing but 1 by 6. Ma, నిన్న క్లాస్ మీరు ఏమీ వినలేదు, ఈరోజు మార్నింగ్ క్లాస్ ఏమీ వినలేదు, ఏమర్థమవుతుందమ్మా? నిన్న క్లాస్ నేను పర్ముటేషన్స్ దగ్గర నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేసి చెప్పా. పర్ముటేషన్స్ కాంబినేషన్స్ దగ్గర నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేసి ప్రాబిలిటీకి అవి అవసరమని అక్కడి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేసి ఇప్పుడు బైనామియల్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్కి వెళ్ళాం. ప్రాబిలిటీ ఎలా ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి? ప్రాబిలిటీ ఆఫ్ గెటింగ్ 3 అంటే 1/6 అని మీ దగ్గర నుంచి ఎంత ఫోర్స్డ్గా రావాలి? జస్ట్ హార్డ్లీ 10 మెంబర్స్ కూడా అని ఉండరు. ప్రాబిలిటీ ఆఫ్ గెటింగ్ 3 1/6 అని. మరి అది మీకు తెలియాలి కదమ్మా. నేను ఏమి చెప్తే మాత్రం ఏమి యూజ్ ఉంటుంది? టు బి ఫ్రాంక్, chance of getting a number 3 is nothing but 1/6 or not? Yes or not? Yes or no? What is the chance of getting an even number? What is the chance of getting an even number? 3 by? Chance of getting a prime number? See, మీరందరూ కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ స్టూడెంట్. ప్రాబిలిటీ ఎంత బాగా రావాలంటే అంత బాగా రావాలి. ప్రాబిలిటీ రాకపోతే మీరు డేటా సైన్స్ ఎలా చేస్తారండి? Complete data science applications are related to probability and statistics only. Machine learning applications are related to probability along with linear algebra. Okay, you are going to crack some competitive examinations later, and then you are going to attend for placements. How? You should have a strong mathematical skill along with logical and programming skill. Okay, leave it. Now, probability of getting a number 3 is nothing but 1/6. What is Q? 1 minus 1/6, it is 5/6. For a single trial of getting, for a single trial, probability of success and failure. Now, what is my random variable? Random variable capital X is, getting a number 3 is my success. Out of 5 times, how many times you are getting a success is a random variable. What it is? Number of times of getting number 3 na, sorry, getting number 3 out of 5 trials. No need to write every time like this. Just for clarity, I am writing like this. In theory exam, you have to write everything like this to get marks. But in competitive exam, you are not supposed to write all these. Directly, you should have a strong idea and concept. Then directly you have to go to the solution directly. Number of times of getting a 3 means maybe all 5 times you may not get a 3. 0 to n, it is fixed for every problem. Now, what is the question here? The die shows a number 3 odd number of times. Odd number of times means out of 5 times, odd number of times are what are they? Maybe 1 time. Tell me my answer, what it is? Maybe 1 time or 3 time or 5 time. By binomial distribution, required probabilities. By binomial distribution, required probability. P of x is equal to odd. P of x is equal to odd means either 1 or r means plus, either 3 or either 5. What is P of x in binomial distribution? NCx into P power x into Q power n minus s. What is P of x is equal to 1 and that is n5. 5C1 into NPQR fixed, only X varies. P, what is P? 1 by 6 whole power 1, 5 by 6 whole power 5 minus 1 gap 4. 5C3 into 1 by 6 whole cube, 5 by 6, 5 minus 3 gap 2, plus 5C5 into 1 by 6 whole power 5 into 5 by 6 whole power 5 minus 5, 0. That calculation I am leaving to you. Just I am giving the concept clearly. అక్కర్లేదయ్యా, అదే కదా చెప్పాను. నన్ను చూసి మీరు రాయటం మొదలు పెట్టద్దు, మీరు రాస్తేనే రాయండి. మీరు అలా ఉండటం నాకు నచ్చదు, మీరు అలా రాసినా నాకు సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్ ఉండదు. రైట్. Next, see what we are discussing completely. I am giving previous gate questions only. This is one more previous gate question. In an experiment, both positive and negative numbers negative values occur equally likely. Equally likely means both are having same chances to come as an outcome. Okay, the chance of getting a positive number and the chance of getting a negative number both are equal. That is the meaning. The probability of occurrence of at least one negative value in 4 independent trials is the probability of occurrence of at least one negative value in 4 independent trials. Total how many trials are there? 4. See, in an experiment, positive and negative values are occur equally likely means both are having equal chances to come out. Means the chance of getting a negative value is equal to chance of getting a positive value means both are 50%. 50% means is it 1 by 2 or not? So that is a hint to know the probability of getting a negative value. Probability of getting a negative value is 1 by 2. Probability of getting a positive value is also 1 by 2 since they are equally likely. Yes, my requirement is getting a negative value or positive value. Getting a negative value is my requirement. How many times negative value required out of 4 trials? At least one time. At least one time required. So that at least one time means how to do it? Solution. N is equal to number of trials. N is equal to 4 here. Now I am reducing the size of the steps now. Say this. P is equal to P of getting negative value or not? P of getting negative value. My requirement is a negative value. What is the chance of getting negative value? 1 by 2. Q is nothing but that is also chance of getting positive value, that is also 1 by 2. What is X? Let X is equal to number of negative values. Number of negative values out of 4 trials. out of 4 trials. How many negative values are possible? 0, 1, 2. This is fixed for every problem. Among them, what is required to? That is our question. How many negative values required? At least one negative value. At least means either one or at least one means either one or more than one. One or more than one means all these are my possible cases. But finding four probabilities is a time taking process, time waste. Don't do like that. That is not smart. Probability means P of 1, 2, 3, 4, all probabilities I have to find or not. Instead of doing like that, total probability minus 0. Is it right or not? Total minus this one. Okay, if I subtract from the total, if I subtract probability at 0, remaining all will come or not? That I will do. P of what is required probability? Required probability is P of x greater than or equal to 1. Instead of doing like that, 1 minus P of x is equal to 0, I will do. 1 minus P of x is equal to 0. Force is 0. P power. P is 1 by 2 na? Q 1 by 2 whole power 4 and force is 0 value 1 only. 1 into 1 into 1 by 2 power 4 16. 15 by 16 is the answer. Okay. A fairy dye is colored with three colors such that opposite faces assigned by a same color. Three colors you just add them red, green and yellow. Just in between. A fairy dye is colored with three colors red, green and yellow such that opposite faces assigned by a same color. This is the data. Opposite faces assigned by a same color means what it is? This side and this side same color. This side and this side same color. This side and this side same. Total three colors we have applied to color the six faces of a die. Is it? So every opposite face is assigned by a same color means suppose if I apply green here, here also green. If you apply red here, here also. Total three colors only. Means very clear from this. Every color, see this. Every two faces assigned with same color or not? Two faces are assigned with same color or not? This side and opposite side in sense, two faces are assigned with same color. Is it right? Yes. The probability that my question is the probability that the probability that a red color appear on top face of the die, top face of die, if it if the die is thrown three times. Is, say this. A fairy die is colored with three colors. That one. What tail end of the question? The probability that a red colored face appear on top face of the die means if a die is rolled three times, red color face appear on top face of the die. 1 minute. One data is missing. Top face on the die at least two times. At least two times out of three trials. This is a question. Say this. A fairy die is colored with three colors, red, green and yellow. Three colors we have assigned such that opposite faces assigned by a same color. Okay, that is the data. The probability that a red color appear on top face of the die at least two times out of three trials. See this. Total number of trials, how many trials? Three trials. N is equal to 3 here. N is equal to 3. Solution. N is equal to 3, number of trials. What is P? P is nothing but the probability of success. What is the probability of success? That is our question. What is our question? For which purpose we are rolling a die? To get a red colored face. Okay, to get a red colored face. I have to find the probability of getting a red color face in single throw only. In a single throw, what is the chance of red color face? P is equal to probability of red colored face. Red colored face in single throw. In single throw. Okay. What is the chance of getting a red color face in a single throw? Total 6 faces are there. Out of 6 faces, how many faces are with red color? 2 faces. Is it 2 by 6 or not? 1 by 3. Q. What is Q? 1 minus 1 by 3. Failure. 2 by 3. What is X? Random variable capital X is nothing but number of times that red colored face appear out of 3 trials. How many times red color face is appearing out of 3 trials is a random variable. What are they? Maybe 0, 1, 2, 3. Clear? Now in this, what is our question? The probability that the die shows a red color face at least 2 times out of 3 tiles. At least 2 means either 2 or 3. 2 or more. So what is required probability? Required probability is P of x at least 2 means x greater than or equal to. X greater than or equal to means either 2 or 3. What it is? NCX. 3C2 into N is 3 here. NPQ are fixed. What is P and D? P 1 by 3. 2 by 3 whole power 1. 3C 3 into 1 by 3 whole cube into 2 by 3 whole power 0. You know how to do that calculations? First idea, how to get this idea. What is random variable? Try to write what is from the based on the given data, what is random variable capitalized. If you write it, half of the problem will be solved. Okay? Then you will get the idea what you have to do exactly. Next problem. The difference between mean and variance. Mean and variance of a binomial distribution. For 5 trials, is 5 by 9. Find P. Find the parameter P. The difference between mean and variance of a binomial distribution for 5 trials is given as 5 by 9. Solution. What is mean? Already mean formula given. What is mean? Mean is NP. What is variance? NPQ. Difference between mean and variance is given as 5 by 9. So given, what is given to you? Mean minus variance. Mean minus variance is equal to 5 by 9. That implies NP minus NPQ is equal to 5 by 9. What is NP and? Okay, that is NP not given. NP you can take common. 1 minus Q is equal to 5 by 9. That implies N is given as 5. Number of trials. For 5 trials means N is given as 5. P. 1 minus Q is also P or not? 1 minus Q is nothing but P. 5 by 9. 5, 5 both will cancel. That implies P square is equal to 1 by 9. That implies P is equal to plus or minus 1 by 3 or not. But probability never be negative. Probability of any event is always in between 0 and 1 only. So P is equal to minus 1 by 3 not valid. P is equal to minus 1 by 3 not valid. Therefore, P is equal to 1 by 3. This is also one of the previous gate questions. You see. Now coming to, let me explain, coming to the Poisson distribution, where binomial require, how to apply, how to get the idea to apply binomial distribution. This is an advanced form of discrete random variable, it was given. Now the new doubt, if you think in deeper lines, already the advanced form of discrete random variable, that is binomial distribution is there. Why Poisson distribution rather than binomial distribution? This is one new doubt. Sir, where I have to apply Poisson, sir, rather than binomial? How to get the idea? Why can't I apply Poisson for this? Why can't I apply binomial for this? Generally, this is a simple basic doubts. Okay, while writing the examination. Now you see here, with one example, I will give you. Poisson distribution introduction I will give. Poisson was a French mathematician. He published one paper that time. What he did? Purpose. Just up to now, we have solved the process out of 5 trials, out of 3 trials, out of 10 trials, out of 15 trials, like that only we solved or not. Suppose if you conduct an experiment 1000 times and now you can ask us, sir, why I conduct 1000 times? Actually, you heard in school days only. Thomas Alva Edison, he tried to invent an electric bulb. Okay, 1000 times he failed, approximately, is it? Yes, means he tried 1000 times or not? Means if you conduct an experiment, same experiment repeatedly, if you conduct 1000 times, you just take an example. If you have a calci with you, or else even in mobile phone also, verify. Suppose n is equal to 1000 and n is equal to 1000 you can take. Okay. So, to get to see, for one purpose only we are doing an experiment. Suppose the chance of getting my success is 1 by 3. Suppose P given to you. Chance of getting a success in a single trial 1 by 3 given. Chance of getting a failure is nothing but 1 minus 1 by 3, 2 by 3. Is it? Now, suppose out of 1000 times, out of 1000 times, my question is, out of 1000 trials, what is the probability of getting a success 50 times is my question. Suppose if I ask a question like this, if you apply a binomial distribution, what it is? NCX, 1000CX, NCX into P power. What is P? 1 by 3 whole power 50. 2 by 3 whole power 950. Is it? NCX into P power X into Q power N minus X. We have to do like this only. But manually you try to do it. Calculate this value 1000C50. Is it possible? Try. Okay, if you try now, maybe up to 430 also it will not be finished. Definitely. Okay, 1000C50. 1 by 3 whole power 50 into what it is? 2 by 3 whole power 950. If you try to do it manually, no doubt it is a complicated calculation. It is not impossible, it is possible. Don't say it is impossible. It is possible, but complicated calculation. So, I will try to use machine. Machine means calci. You open your calci and try. Even your calci also will show syntax error or math error it will show. Check it. Math error it will show by binomial distribution. Why it is showing math error? Means that calci also designed by you only, you people, along with the help of communication engineering students. There is a chip inside, that chip designed by ECE students, okay, communication engineer. Within that chip, there is a software inside. That software program, you only have written that program. Is it right? Means that calci is having a limited memory. Because of that limited memory, okay, because it is a very big calculation, your calci is showing hands up. Sorry, I will not be able to answer your question. Okay, go to alternate way, it is showing. Means, yes, your calci program also not sufficient to answer that question. Is it showing math error or not? Yes. Okay, no problem. Check it. It will show math error. Means your calci also will not be able to solve that calculation. Okay, it is possible. Means this type of problem. Suppose if n is very becoming large, if n is very, very large, or else sometimes the probability may be very small also. In that particular case, binomial distribution is complicated. It gives the complicated calculations to avoid. Poisson has published one paper. Okay, finally he has given what he did. Very simple observation I will give you, not complete theoretical proof. What he did, what Poisson did in binomial distribution. In binomial distribution, what is P of a? NCX into P power X into Q power N minus X. What he did, just one line only. Limit n tends to infinity, P of X he took. Problem is for the large values of n or not? That number of trials n he dragged up to infinite. Not only 1000, it may be 10,000 also, 1 lakh also. Just he dragged up to infinity. N is becoming large, so he applied this limit n tends to infinity, NCX into P power X into Q power N minus X. Just I have to continue like this, proofs not required to you. Those who are very interested to know how it comes, that also I will give you. After class you can ask me. NCX is simplified. P power x, P into x times he has written, and in place of Q he has written 1 minus P, and nothing but mu is nothing but NP or not? In binomial distribution, it is binomial only. In place of P he has written mu by N. So Q is nothing but 1 minus mu by N. Later is simplified. After 5 to 6 steps, finally it will be converting into like this. E power minus mu into mu power x by x factorial. After simplification I am writing. Sir, how you have written directly? No. Simplified proof. Simplified step. This is a probability of success x times in Poisson distribution. E power minus mu into mu power x by x factorial. What is the advantage? Here n is missing. P is missing. In the beginning only, by taking mu is equal to np, generally we have to find that mu is equal to n. By taking n and p here, as first see, in first step only we are finding mu, that mu we are substituting. That is an advantage. Even it is a complicated calculation also, it will become easy by Poisson distribution. When I have to apply Poisson distribution, same discrete random variable, if n is becoming large, if n is very large, in all such cases, I can apply Poisson distribution rather than binomial distribution. Say this. Actually, therefore, from this observation, he has given his distribution finally. What is P of x? That is nothing but. Therefore, final conclusion. Therefore, in Poisson distribution, PD means Poisson distribution. In PD, what is P of x? Probability of success x times is e power minus mu into mu power x by x factorial. What is mu? Where? Mu is equal to NP. That is nothing but mean of binomial distribution. That mu is none other than binomial mean only. Mu is equal to NP, that is the mean of a binomial distribution. Yes. What is mean of Poisson distribution? In a similar, binomial mean is NP or not? What is Poisson mean? Mean of Poisson distribution. Like sigma x into P of x, if you take a proof, final value will get like this, only mu and Poisson mean is also mu. From the theoretical proof, it will come. What is variance of Poisson distribution? What is variance formula actually? In case of discrete, sigma x square into P of x minus mu square or not? If you apply that formula, you will get variance is nothing but that is also mu. For a Poisson distribution, mean and variance both are same. Standard deviation, SD of Poisson distribution, is nothing but root 2 over variance, root 2 over NP. One clean observation. Binomial mean and Poisson mean both are same. Mean of binomial distribution is equal to mean of Poisson distribution. That is equal to mu, that is equal to NP. Poisson mean is equal to Poisson variance. For a Poisson distribution, mean and variance both are same. That is equal to mu is equal to n. Now I will give you one previous gate question on this. The chance of a patient suffers from bad reaction of injection is 0.001. 0.001 means what is the meaning? 1 in 1000 people. Is it 1 by 1000 or not? 1 in 1000 people are suffering from the bad reaction of an injection. That is the probability of the patients who suffers from bad reaction. Chance means probability given. Out of 3000 patients, the probability that exactly two patients suffers from bad reaction of injection is. Say this. Directly, chance of a patient means that is a single patient information. The chance of one patient suffering from a bad reaction of injection is 1 out of 1000. 0.001 means P given. If P given, we can find a Q also. How many people are tested? 3000 people are tested means N is equal to 3000. Here clearly N is available, P is available. From P we can find Q also. So what is my tail end of the question? The probability that exactly two patients from means P of X is equal to is a question. I can solve this problem using binomial also. First I will show you. Okay, why can't I apply binomial is one small doubt. Okay, I will show you. Solution. Suppose here N is equal to number of patients, N is equal to 3000 or not? Number of patients, N is equal to 3000. Probability but an individual suffers from bad reaction 0.001 means 1 by 1000. First rough estimation. Why can't I apply pause and first doubt check? Okay. T is equal to Q and D 1 minus 1 by 1000. My requirement is probability that exactly two patients suffer from bad reaction. P of X is equal to P of X is equal to means NCX. NCX means what it is? 3000 C2 into P power. Who is P? 1 by 1000 whole power X 2. 1 minus 1 by 1000 whole power 2998 or not? Clear? 1 minus 1 by X. NCX into P power X into Q power N minus X. 2998 or not? It is very complicated calculation or not? Complicated calculation. That's why, since N is large, instead of applying binomial, I will apply Poisson distribution. N is equal to number of patients. That is 3000. P is equal to P of patient suffers from injection. That is 0.001, 1 upon 1000. N is available, P is available by Poisson distribution. First you find mu, mean. By Poisson distribution by PD, mean mu is equal to NP. N is nothing but 3000 into 1 by 1000. 3. What is random variable? Let random variable carry. If you want, you can write. If you have a clear idea, no need to write X for every problem. What is random variable? Number of patients suffering from injection out of 3000 patients. This is our random variable X. That is nothing but how many possible values of X? How many possible values of X? That is equal to, it may be no one may suffer from the injection, R1, R2 up to 3000 members are possible. All possible values of patients who are suffering. But my question is, exactly 2 suffers from the bad reaction of injection. By Poisson distribution, P of X is equal to, what is my formula? E power minus mu into mu power x by x factorial. Here x is 2. Mu is 3. E power minus 3 into 3 power x is 2 by 2 factorial. That is 9 e power minus 3 by 2 is an answer. Like this, we can apply Poisson distribution. This is a reason to apply Poisson distribution. Why Poisson rather than binomial? Means this is a reason. Okay. And in Poisson distribution, second model of question. Second model means here in this example, we have given n and p. N but very large value of n given, so p also given. But sometimes they will not provide n. So in that particular case, how to apply this model of problem? An observer counts 240 vehicles per hour on a specific highway location. This is one previous gate question. Maybe at a toll gate you just assume. At a specific highway location. The probability that at most one vehicle arrives in 30 seconds duration at the same location is. This is also one previous gate question. An observer counts 240 vehicles per hour on a specific highway location. Suppose you can take that place is a toll gate. You just assume. Okay, there is one particular toll gate. That toll gate per hour he is observing 240 vehicles. You think logically. Per hour 240 vehicles means for every hour 240 is it possible? In one particular hour, it may be 270. In another hour, it may be 230. In one more hour, it may be 300. In another hour, it may be 200 also. Means, no doubt, time duration varies or not. Very clear. See, 240 vehicles per hour. Per hour, 240 vehicles. Meaning is, for every hour exactly 240 vehicles impossible. Meaning is on an average, the word average is not given here. But you have to understand based on the data. For every hour exactly 240 vehicles impossible. Exactly how to count that number, exact number, not possible. It means how to understand on an average, yes, 240 vehicles are arriving on that specific total number of vehicles we don't know here. Directly average given here. Say this. Here in previous problem, clearly number of patients 3000 given, P given separately. That's why we have identified what is mu, mu is equal to NP. But here N is not given. How many vehicles are passing through that particular place not given. Average number of vehicles per hour given, directly mu given. I don't know what is N and what is P here. Directly mu given, second model of problem. In Poisson distribution, two model of problems. One is they will give a large value of N and P, N and small value of P. Second model, they will not give you N and P, directly they will give the average. Previous problem, there is a possibility to apply binomial distribution also. Even it is a complicated calculation. If you have a patience, you can apply binomial also. But this model of problem, binomial not possible to apply. Why? Because I don't know N and P here. That's it. So here only way is, but one more small twist is there here. Data given for hour duration, Andy. But my tail end of the question I asked for 30 seconds time duration. Listen carefully. This time period and this time period both are not same. Even in my question also, if they ask hour duration, directly I would have taken mu as 240. జాగ్రత్తగా వినండి క్వశ్చన్లో ఉన్న టైం డ్యూరేషన్ ఏమో అవర్స్లో ఉంది అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ సారీ డేటాలో ఉన్న టైం డ్యూరేషన్ అవర్స్లో ఉంది అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ సెకండ్స్లో ఉంది మరి నేను డైరెక్ట్గా మ్యూ 240 తీసుకోవచ్చా యావరేజే కదా అది యు ఆర్ నాట్ ఎలిజిబుల్ టు టేక్ మ్యూ as 240 వై బికాస్ దట్ టైం డ్యూరేషన్ అండ్ దిస్ టైం డ్యూరేషన్ బోత్ ఆర్ నాట్ సేమ్ సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో ఇన్ అవర్స్ దెన్ ఐ వుడ్ హ్యావ్ టేకెన్ ఇట్ యాజ్ మ్యూ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 240 డైరెక్ట్లీ అలా మ్యూ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ 240 తీసుకుని ఉండేవాడిని కానీ they have not given like that, so that this is the average, okay, but the average for hour, this hour average, first I have to convert it into 30 seconds average, then only that value I have to take it as a mu. See, given solution, given what is given, average number of vehicles per hour is equal to 240. But the word average not given, you have to understand. So from this, you convert the average number of vehicles per minute and because 30 seconds required. Per hour 240 means per minute 240 by 60 or not? 4. Per minute 4 vehicles, average number of vehicles. But my question is not per minute, for 30 seconds. 30 seconds is the half of the minute or not? Mu is equal to, now this is mu 1. Mu is equal to average number of vehicles in 30 seconds. What it is? 4 by 2. Why 4 by 2? For minute 4 means for 30 seconds is half of the minute or not? That is 4 by 2, 2. Mu value 2. What is random variable? Random variable capital X is equal to let X is equal to how many vehicles are passing through the toll gate in that 30 seconds duration. That is our random variable. Question based on the question every time random variable capital X you write from the question only from the data. What is random variable? Number of vehicles, number of vehicles arriving in 30 seconds duration, because my question is for this only or not. How many vehicles are arriving in 30 seconds? Actually, I don't know. It may be no vehicle. It may start from zero. Or else you may observe 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to n also I don't know. Up to infinite number of vehicles also we don't know what it is. Because the total number of vehicles. Suppose if there are 10 vehicles up to 10 I. If it is 20 up to 20. Is it? Like the previous problem up to 3000 you have written or not? But here total number of vehicles I don't know. What is the tail end of the question? Exactly one vehicle arriving in 30 seconds. Exactly one means exactly one or at most one. What is the question? At most one vehicle. At most one means either 0 or 1. Yes. Required probability. Required probability is P of at most 1 means x less than or equal to 1. X less than or equal to 1 means either P of x is equal to 0 or P of x is equal to 1. By Poisson distribution, what is the formula? By PD, P of x is equal to e power minus mu into mu power x by x factor. That is P of x is equal to e power minus, what is mu and mu 2 na? E power minus mu, e power minus 2 into 2 power 0 by 0 factorial. E power minus 2, mu is 2 and here. 2 power 1 by 1 factor. 0 factor is not 0, 0 factor is 1. 3 power minus 2 is the answer. Like this, we can apply Poisson distribution. Where binomial, where Poisson. Both are the advanced forms of discrete random variable. Without writing a discrete distribution, we can find the probabilities, mean, variance, everything related to random variables. Okay? Uh, like discrete distributions, continuous distribution. Advanced form of continuous random variable, that is continuous distribution. So, what is generally so many continuous distributions are there, but in your syllabus you have only one distribution, that is the most important distribution. It is very useful in real world practical problems, in particularly inventory controls. Inventory controls means particularly, so suppose if you want to store some stocks. Okay, suppose you are working in a Amazon, suppose if you are an employee of Amazon, okay, Amazon store, even store inventory is also very important. That inventory control, you have to give us, you have to design a software for it. For that, normal distribution required. Okay, number of applications, not one, not two. Just only for exam purpose we are studying, don't think like that. All are real world practical applications are there. Crores of projects are running on these models. Now, coming to the introduction of normal distribution. First, continuous random variable advanced form. Continuous distributions. Continuous distributions. In continuous distributions, normal distribution. Like in discrete, we have binomial and Poisson. In continuous, we have normal distribution. It was developed by Gauss. That's why we also call it as Gaussian distribution. We also call it as Gaussian distribution. Why he developed this distribution? What is the purpose? Say again. Just go to a small flashback. Means in continuous random variable, just after the break, discrete and continuous random variables means before the break, sorry. Continuous random variables, some problems we have solved. Okay. That is after break or before break, continuous distribution. After break only, as discrete and continuous given after break only. Say this. Generally, in continuous random variables, some problems you have solved. Already the diagrammatic view. Purpose of probability density function. Why probability density function required? Like in discrete, in case of discrete, we can prepare a table clearly because they are countable values. Whereas in case of continuous random variable, there are uncountable values are there continuously. Not possible to take a table like that. That's why we have defined a probability density function. Probability density function, suppose these are the heights and heights. Suppose the heights of some students, maybe all heights, if you take in a graph form, graph may be like this. If the graph is like this, the corresponding to this graph, there is one function or not. That is a probability density function. Suppose if the weights of a children, suppose some children heights weights may be like this. If I draw the graph of all weights, okay, weights are oscillating like this. So this is a probability density function corresponding to all heights. Suppose if you take a lifetime of an electric bulb, for example, if you take a lifetime of an electric bulb lifetime, generally it will not deteriorate after some extent. Okay, maybe suppose if it starts here, it will go like this. Lifetime will not. Maybe after 10 years, suddenly it fails. Suddenly it fails means up to 10 years the curve is a rising curve or not. Means the graph may be like this. Very clear. Based on the given data, all these are continuous. These may be heights or weights or maybe lifetime of an electric bulb or length of a rod, length of a steel rod, breadth, sugar levels, pulse rate. All these comes under continuous random variable. If I draw the graphs of all those continuous random variable, graph varies from data to data. For some data, graph may be like this. For one data, graph may be like this. For another data, graph may be like this. That's why for different types of data, different PDFs given to you. Probability density function. In the morning, we have solved some one of the problem. We have taken PDF like this. Probability density function. For one problem, we have taken a probability density function is 3 by 2 into 1 minus x square. For one problem, we have taken a probability density function is 1 by 2 sin x. Why different probability density functions we do? Depending on the graph. Depending on the graph of those continuous values, if I plot all those continuous values as a graph, okay, how the graph is showing, accordingly that PDF comes. Problem to problem, PDF varies. Problem to problem, PDF varies. But what Gauss did, Gaussian distribution, say, sometimes If I draw the graph, this is very crucial information you see. Sometimes if I draw the graph is always a shape like this. Not always. Some particular data. Some particular data, if I draw a graph may be like that. Suppose you see, if I arrange the heights, if I arrange the heights of a person, height wise, suppose 10 students are there. If I arrange heights, maybe one person height may be like this, and one person height may be like this. Another person height may be like this. Next may be like this. Next may be like this. Like this, like this. Sometimes you can observe this type of heights or not if you arrange them. If you draw the graph is a bell shape or not. That may be height or weight or some hills also you are observing like that or not. Means the shape is a bell shape. Means if the graph of a continuous data, means if the given continuous data, if the graph of a continuous data forms a bell shaped curve like this, for all this type of continuous data, one common probability density function given by Gauss. He has developed one PDF. PDF means probability density function. Like for different graphs, different PDFs are there. For every bell-shaped graph, single PDF. This PDF you can use for every bell-shaped graph. F of x is nothing but, don't write it. 1 by root 2 pi sigma e power minus 1 by 2 into x minus mu by sigma whole square. This is the probability density function of a continuous random variable if a continuous values forms a bell-shaped graph like this. This is the PDF. If with this PDF, how to find the probabilities easily? That is mu is nothing but the mean is nothing but the peak position of the bell. Exactly at mu, before mu and after mu, shape of the curve is same. Normal curve is always symmetric about x is equal to mu. Before mu and after mu, shape is same. Now I will write it, you say this. Say, normal curve is always symmetric about x is equal to mu. Mu is a mean. Symmetric means before mu area under the curve, after mu area under the curve both are same. What is normal distribution? Normal distribution. If the graph of a continuous random variable if the graph of the values of continuous random variable capital X follows bell shape which is symmetric, about x is equal to mu. Mean mu, then we can say x follows normal distribution. If the values forms a bell-shaped curve which is symmetric about the mean mu, then we can say that type of distribution comes under normal distribution. X follows normal distribution. What is probability density function of this distribution? The PDF of capital X in normal distribution is. Gauss has given 4 pages proof for it. Very big proof given by Gauss, but proofs not required to you. Normal distribution is f of x is equal to 1 by root 2 pi sigma e power minus 1 by 2 into x minus mu by sigma whole square. Already mean is a mu. Mu is mean. What is sigma? Here, sigma is equal to standard deviation of distribution. Sigma is a standard deviation of distribution. Every time curve is like this one. Okay, I will continue. Take a 5 minutes break. I will continue after this break. బాబు ఇక్కడ స్టూడెంట్ కోఆర్డినేటర్ నంబర్ ఉందా ఎవరి దగ్గర అంటే కొంచెం ఒక వాటర్ బాటిల్ తీసుకోమని చెప్పి Okay. Now coming to some observations in normal distribution. Normal distribution, in normal distribution, see this normal curve. Before mu and after mu, area under the curve is same because of the symmetry of normal curve. Means, if you want to find the probability after mu, probability before mu, both are same. Probability after mu, probability before mu, both are same. Probability is nothing but the integration that gives the area under the curve only or not. So I will give you some important properties of normal curve. Each property is very important. You see, properties of normal curve you write. Properties of normal curve. Normal curve is bell shaped. Normal curve is bell shaped and symmetric about x is equal to mu. Normal curve is bell shaped and symmetric about the mean mu. Based on mu, before mu and after mu both are same. Total area under normal curve is unity. Normal curve is 1. Why? Area under the normal curve means area under f of x. F of x is a probability density function. Total probability is equal to the total area under the probability density function. Total area is nothing but, since the total probability is 1, total area under the curve is 1. Total area means what it is? Integral minus infinity to plus infinity f of x dx is equal to 1. Integral minus infinity to plus infinity f of x dx is 1. That implies integral minus into plus infinity, what is f of x in normal distribution? 1 by root 2 pi sigma e power minus 1 by 2 into x minus mu by sigma whole square dx is equal to 1. Even in calculus also, in integration problems, if any integration question, if they give like this, direct answer is 1. Because of symmetry of normal curve, see, minus into plus into total area 1 means, because of the symmetry of the normal curve, you see, up to mu area and after mu area both are same or not? Up to mu, after mu both are same means, again you say this. From minus infinity, total 1 will be exactly divided into two parts because of the symmetry. Up to mu, 1 by 2. After mu is also 1 by 2 or not? So, this portion is 0.5. This portion is also 0.5. Since the total area 1, because of the symmetry of normal curve, up to mu area 1, after mu area is also 1. So, from this, again theoretically how to write? That is from this. One more point you can extract. Therefore, from this, integral minus infinity to mu f of x dx is 0.5. Again, from mu to infinity, f of x dx is also another 0 point. Clear? And one more important observation. Say, mu is a mean, already mu is mean. Mu is mode also. What is mode definition? Mode is nothing but where the curve rises maximum. Where the curve attains its peak position, most repeated value. Mode is the most repeated value. Means where the curve rises its peak position, corresponding input is a mode. So mu acts as mu is not only mean, it is mode also. Again, what is median definition? The morning I gave you. Median is the value which divides the whole distribution into exactly equal parts. Median is the exact middle value. Clearly, normal curve is symmetric about x is equal to mu means mu acts as the median also. So, for a normal distribution, mean, mode and median, all these three are equal. That is mu only. For a normal distribution, mean, mode and median, all these three are equal. For a normal distribution. Mean is equal to, mode is equal to, median. Next. Okay. What is the maximum value of a normal curve? Very clear. Say this. Again, you see this curve once. Input is mu. At x is equal to mu, curve attains its peak value here. What is that value? Maximum value of a normal curve. Input mu. Output is, what is the output value? What is the maximum value of a normal curve means? Yeah, I have to substitute mu in this function or not? Substitute mu in this function. If I substitute mu in place of x, what it is? 1 by root 2 pi sigma e power. If I substitute mu, mu minus mu is 0 or not? E power 0, 1. So it becomes completely 1. So maximum value of normal curve is 1 by root 2 pi sigma. That point. So this value is nothing but 1 by root 2 pi sigma. Because if I substitute mu here, it becomes 0, e power 0, 1. So that is the maximum value of a normal curve. Maximum value of normal curve is f of mu. What is f of mu value? 1 by root 2 pi sigma. Clearly here, maximum value depends on 1 by root 2 pi sigma. In this 1 by root 2 pi sigma, 1 by root 2 pi is a fixed value. Sigma varies from problem to problem. Sigma varies from problem to problem. That's why complete height depends on the sigma only. Bell means sometimes this may be a bell, this is also a bell, this is also a bell. All are looking bell shaped or not? When this bell occurs, when this bell occurs, when this bell occurs. That is important. That depends on sigma value because 1 by root 2 pi is fixed. So this height of a normal curve depends on sigma. If sigma is large, if I take a larger sigma, sigma large means sigma is in denominator. If denominator is becoming large in sense, denominator dominates in sense, height decreases. Height decreases means this type of bell will occur. Suppose if I take a smaller sigma, sigma is small means suppose if it is in decimals. If it is in decimals, denominator is in decimal form means the height increases. So this type of bell occurs. So means height of a normal curve depends on sigma. If sigma is small, height increases. If sigma is large, height decreases. That point also. All these are previous gate questions. If sigma is large, height of normal curve decreases. And vice versa. Vice versa means if sigma is small, height increases. For example, when this bell occurs, sigma large case it is. When this bell occurs, sigma small case it is. Now, first I will give complete diagram based one question I will give. That is one previous gate question. How to solve it logically you try. One problem. A random variable calculates follows. A random variable calculates follows. Normal distribution with mean 100. Find P of x less than 80 with mean 100 and just wait and P of 80 less than find P of x less than 80 is a question. Complete with the diagrammatic view, try to solve this. Whenever x following normal distribution, it forms a bell-shaped curve. Bell-shaped curve means umbrella shape, which is symmetric about mean mu. Like this. Curve, whenever every normal distribution problem, first try to draw one rough normal curve. What is mean? Mean given as 100 or not? Mean given as 100. Probability between 100 to 120 given as 0.3. But one clarification required. About mu, area under the curve after mu and before mu both are same. After mu area is 0.5 already have taken. Before mu area is also 0.5 because total one is divided into equally distributed into two parts 0.5 here and 0.5 here. This is 120. Is it? 120 is after 100 or before 100? After 100 approximately I took the here. This area is given as 0.3 and is it? This area is given as 0.3. Directly it was given. One clarification required. After mu total area is 0.5. Up to 120 it was given as 0.3 means what about the remaining portion? What is the remaining part? Is it 0.2 or not? Because it is 0.5. Between 100 to 120 given as 0.3 means remaining is 0.2 or not? Now what is my question? Probability before 80. Because of symmetric nature of normal curve, 100 to 120 gap is 20, 80 to 100 gap is also 20. Is it right or not? So, since it is 0.3, since normal curve is symmetric, since this portion is 0.3 means this portion is also same 0.3 or not? So, this is 0.3. Why? It was given 100 to 120 gap 0.3, 80 to 100 also same 0.3 because of symmetry of normal curve. Now what about this part again? 0.2. Probability before 80 is nothing but 0. Complete diagrammatic view based question. Here in this question, standard deviation not given, only mean based question. But sometimes they will give you standard deviation also. If they give standard deviation, how to solve the problem easily? How to solve the problem easily? That also one model of problem I will give you. First, before that, I will give you area property of normal curve. One rough normal curve. Again, before mu area and after mu area both are same. Generally, normal distribution problems how to solve easily. They will give standard deviation also along with mu sometimes. In that particular case, already this is 0.5 fixed. This is 0.5 fixed. Normal distribution, we also call it as a Z distribution. See, why? Generally, we can take one standard substitution. There is a reason for it. Z is equal to x minus mu by sigma you can take. Normal distribution, we can take Z is equal to every problem. We can take Z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. For this, there is one theoretical proof also there. If you have any interest to know how it comes, that also I will give you. But now it is not required. We can take one standard substitution. Z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. Yes. When x is equal to mu, say this. Standard substitution. Z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. When x is equal to mu, then what is Z? Mu minus mu by sigma, that is 0. Corresponding to mu, Z value always 0 and corresponding to mu, Z value always 0, fixed. Every problem in normal distribution, you have to convert x variate to Z variate. When x is equal to mu, Z is always 0, fixed. Because of symmetric nature of normal curve, before mu area and after mu area both are same. If any question if I ask in left side also, we'll convert it into right side. Why? Because left and right area both are same. Suppose if I take x here, this is nothing but Z is equal to x minus mu by 6. Same. If you take x here, Z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. So, Before and after both are same. Every left side problem also will convert it into right side. I will explain with one example. First you write it. I will solve one problem directly. From the problem I will show you how it comes. Say X variate, how to convert Z variate with one example completely I will give. Now you can ask a question. Sir, previous problem that is not actually, that is completely diagram based question. Here standard deviation not given. Directly from the mean, from the diagram it is possible to give the answer. So no mathematical requirements are say this. Here there is no need for any mathematical requirements for this problem, particularly diagram based question it is. But every problem is not like this. I will give you one question now. Say this. With this question clearly how to convert X variate to Z variate, I will explain. One example, one problem. A random variable capital X you also write. A random variable capital X follows normal distribution. Clearly they have to give that information. With mean mu is equal to 30 and SD sigma is equal to 6. Find P of X greater than 40. P of X less than 20. P of 20 less than X less than 40. 3 questions I asked here from the same data. If you don't want to listen, you just go out from the class. If you want to listen, you just keep quiet and you listen. Is it? Just you go out, no issue, no problem for me. Okay. Right. A random variable capitalized follows normal distribution with mean 30 and standard deviation 6. Solution. Say this. First rough diagram, rough normal. Whenever every normal distribution problem, one rough normal, because normal curve is fixed. Corresponding to mu, what is mu here? Mu is equal to, what is mu? 30. Is it? Mu 30. Sigma standard deviation given as 6. Now my first question is probability after 40. 40 is 40 is after 30 or before 30? After 30. Next, probability before 20 required. 20 is before 30 or not? Like this. Clear? Now, probability after 40 is nothing but area under the curve after 40 or not? This one. Probability after 40 is nothing but area under the curve after 40. Probability before 20 is nothing but area under the curve before 20. Is it? Because of symmetry of normal curve, what is the gap between 30 to 40? Mu is equal to 30. The gap between 30 to 40 is 10. Similarly, the gap between 20 to 30 is also 10 or not? Means from this observation, because of symmetry, probability, this gap is 10 and this gap is also 10 in sense. Probability after 40 and probability before 20 both are same or not? So if I find the probability after 40, it is enough to find the probability before 20. So every left side of mu problem, you convert it into right side. Because if I solve right side, left side is clear. So P of x greater than 40 required, P of x greater than 40 is equal to P of x less than 20, both are same. Now what I have to do? What is our standard substitution? We have standard substitution is given x, z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. Z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. If x is equal to, if x is equal to 40, only one side I will take just 40 only. 20 no need to take, because if you solve 40, 20 automatically it will cover. When x is equal to 40, then what is z and z is equal to 40 minus what is mu? Mu is 30 by sigma is 6 or not? What is 10 by 6? 10 by 6 means 1.66. Corresponding to mu, z is always 0. Already I have explained previously. Corresponding to x mu, z is always 0. That is fixed. This one, you say this. Corresponding to mu, z is always 0. అమ్మా మీలో కొంతమందికి ఆల్రెడీ నార్మల్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ వస్తుంది ఫ్యూచర్లో. ఇప్పుడు మీరు పర్ఫెక్ట్గా వింటే అసలు అప్పుడు మీరు బుక్కే ఓపెన్ చేయక్కర్లా. మీకు ఆ సీరియస్నెస్ తెలియట్లా. మీలో కొంతమంది ఏమనుకుంటున్నారంటే అసలు నాకు ఇది లేదు కదా, నెక్స్ట్ సెమిస్టర్లో వస్తుంది. మీకు ఏదో ఒక సెమిస్టర్లో ప్రాబబిలిటీ రిలేటెడ్గా టాపిక్ లేకుండా ఉండదు. ఫర్ యువర్ కైండ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. మళ్ళీ ఇంకొకటి మీరేమనుకుంటున్నారంటే నేను ఏవో ప్లేస్మెంట్కి వెళ్తాను, నాకు గేట్తో పనేంటి, ఈఎస్సితో పనేంటి. మీరు ప్లేస్మెంట్స్లో క్రాక్ చేయాలన్నా నాలెడ్జ్ మంచిగా ఉండాలండి. ఎవరు తీసుకుంటారు మిమ్మల్ని? అంటే కాన్సెప్చువల్‌గా మీరు స్ట్రాంగ్‌గా ఉంటేనే కదా మనల్ని తీసుకునేది. అవునా కాదా? నాకు ఏ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ రాకుండా నన్నెవరు తీసుకుంటారమ్మా? ఏ ప్లేస్‌మెంట్‌లో తీసుకుంటారు? వాళ్ళకి పని లేదా? గూగుల్, మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్, అమెజాన్ వాళ్ళొచ్చి తీసుకోవటానికి మనల్ని తీసుకోవాలంటే మనం కాన్సెప్చువల్‌గా స్ట్రాంగ్ ఉండాలి కదా! అవునా? సింపుల్ లాజిక్. నేను చాలా క్లియర్‌గా చెప్తున్నా. మీరు కాన్సెప్చువల్‌గా ఇప్పుడు మీరు సెకండ్ ఇయర్ స్టూడెంట్స్. ఐ థింక్ యూ ఆర్ ఆల్ ఫ్రమ్ సెకండ్ ఇయర్ ఓన్లీ. మీరు సెకండ్ ఇయర్ స్టూడెంట్స్. స్టిల్ యూ హావ్ ఏ టైమ్. మీరు థర్డ్ ఇయర్‌లోనో, ఫైనల్ ఇయర్‌లోనో లేరు. ఇప్పటి నుంచే కాన్సెప్చువల్‌గా అన్ని టాపిక్స్‌లో గ్రిప్ తెచ్చుకోండి. గ్రిప్ తెచ్చుకుంటే ఏం అక్కర్లేదమ్మా. మీరు జస్ట్ అలా కూర్చుంటే ప్లేస్‌మెంట్ వాళ్ళు ఆటోమేటిక్‌గా మీకు ప్లేస్‌మెంట్స్ వస్తాయి. మీరు జస్ట్ అంటే ఎక్కువ హార్డ్ వర్క్ అంటే స్మార్ట్‌గా వర్క్ చేసుకొని గేటు, ఈఎస్సీ లాంటి ఎగ్జామ్స్ రాసినా మీరు క్రాక్ చేస్తారు. అది ఎప్పుడు? ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ స్ట్రాంగ్ ఇన్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్. నేను హార్డ్ వర్క్ చెయ్యాలి. అంటే ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎ స్ట్రాంగ్ నాలెడ్జ్ అండ్ స్కిల్, ఈవెన్ విత్ లిమిటెడ్ హార్డ్ వర్క్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో సఫిషియంట్. మీరు జనరల్లీ థర్డ్ ఇయర్‌లో చూసుకుందాం, ఫోర్త్ ఇయర్‌లో చూసుకుందాం, అప్పుడు చూసుకుందాం. సినిమాటిక్‌గా మీరు ఆలోచిస్తే సక్సెస్ రాదు. ఇఫ్ యూ స్టార్ట్ నౌ ఓన్లీ, దెన్ యూ కెన్ గెట్ ఎ సక్సెస్ దెన్. ఇప్పటి నుంచి మీరు థింక్ చేయకపోతే రాదండి ఆ సక్సెస్. మీరు చాలా లైట్‌గా తీసుకుంటున్నట్టున్నారు. కుదరదు. నాకు తెలియక అడుగుతున్నానమ్మా. మీలో కొంతమందికి ప్రాబబిలిటీ అండ్ స్టాటిస్టిక్స్ ఉంది కదా ప్రెజెంట్. మరి వీటి మీద బేసిక్ ఐడియా లేకపోతే మీరు రేపు సెమిస్టర్ ఎగ్జామ్ అయినా ఎలా రాస్తారండి? అంటే ఆల్ ఇన్ వన్ చదివేసుకొని రాసేస్తారా? మార్కెట్‌లో ఆల్ ఇన్ వన్ దొరుకుతుంది చదివేసుకొని రాసేస్తారమ్మా. అట్లా రాస్తే జస్ట్ పాస్ మార్క్స్ కదా వస్తాయి. ఆ పాస్ మార్క్స్ మనం ఏం చేసుకుందామండి? యు ఆర్ ఎన్ ఇంజినీర్. దట్ టు యు ఆర్ ఎ సాఫ్ట్‌వేర్ ఇంజినీర్ కదా! గెట్టింగ్ పాస్ మార్క్స్ సఫిషియంట్ టు యూ? సరిపోతాయా? ఒక్కసారి ఆలోచించుకోండి. ఇంత మీరు లైట్‌గా తీసుకొని చదువుకుంటే కుదరదమ్మా. ఎంజాయ్ చేయడానికి లైఫ్ అంతా చాలా ఉంది బాబు. యూ కెన్ ఎంజాయ్. మీరు 21 ఇయర్స్‌కి మీకు జాబ్ వచ్చినా, లేదంటే 23 ఇయర్స్‌కి మీకు ఎంటెక్ అయిపోయినా, లేటర్ యూ కెన్ ఎంజాయ్. మీ లైఫ్ అంతా ఎంజాయ్ చేయొచ్చు కదా! అరే క్లాస్ రూమ్‌లో ఉన్న 6 అవర్స్, 5 అవర్స్ యూ హావ్ టు పే అటెన్షన్. అట్‌లీస్ట్ యూ ఆర్ నాట్ పేయింగ్ అన్ అటెన్షన్ నాట్ ఈవెన్ 5-6 అవర్స్ ఆల్సో ఇన్ క్లాస్ రూమ్ ఇట్సెల్ఫ్. మీరు ఆఫ్టర్ క్లాస్ అవర్స్ ఎంజాయ్ చేయడానికి టైం ఉంటుంది. బిఫోర్ క్లాస్ అవర్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ మీ అంతా ఫ్రెండ్స్ కలిసే ఉంటారు కదా! యూ ఆర్ స్పెండింగ్ 5-6 అవర్స్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్ హియర్. నాట్ ఓన్లీ మై క్లాస్, వాట్ ఐఎమ్ టెల్లింగ్, ఈవెన్ యువర్ రెగ్యులర్ క్లాస్ ఆల్సో, ఈవెన్ యువర్ సెమిస్టర్ క్లాస్ ఆల్సో. ఓకే. Yes, you spend. That means you just utilize that time. You are spending 5-6 hours a day. Utilize that time properly. But you are discussing even in classroom also, outside of the classroom you are discussing. ఇంకా మీలో సీరియస్నెస్ ఏది? ఇంకెప్పుడు చదువుతారమ్మా? రైట్. 1.66 corresponding to say this. Corresponding to a mu, z is always 0 fixed. So x value only, problem to problem x value only varies. మనం ఇచ్చే x values బట్టి రైట్ సైడ్, లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ అక్కర్లేదు. బికాస్ ఇఫ్ we solve right side, every left side also covers only right side values. Say this. Now I will give this clarity. This is very important observation. You say this. Corresponding to 40, what is z value? Z is equal to Z is equal to 1.66 we observed. Is it right or not? Corresponding to 40, Z is equal to 1.66. Listen carefully. Now, this is very crucial, important observation. This area required to me. This area required means probability after 40 required to me. P of x greater than 40. Probability after 40 is nothing but already corresponding x you have converted in terms of z or not. Probability after 40 is nothing but probability z greater than 1.66. Probability of z greater than 1 after 40 meaning z greater than 1.66 meaning is same or not? Because x variate we have converted in terms of z. Because of this reason normal distribution is also called z distribution, right? మరి దీన్ని ఎలా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తాం? లిజన్ కేర్ఫుల్లీ. Already this area is 0.5. Already this area is 0.5. After mu and after z is equal to 0, that is 0.5. 0.5 లో నుంచి say this is 0.5. But I want this area only, not completely this area. What I have to do? This is 0.5. 0.5 minus 0 to 0.5 minus P of probability from 0 to 1.66 అండి. క్లియర్ ఆర్ నాట్? 0.5 లో నుంచి దీన్ని సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తున్నా ఈ ఏరియా. దట్ ఏరియా ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ ది ప్రాబిలిటీ బిట్వీన్ 0 to 1.66 ఆర్ నాట్? ఎస్. Now how to count this value? To count this value, many software applications అవన్నీ మీరు చేసినాయనండి. అందు మీ 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 వాల్యూ మీకు తెలియట్లా, అవన్నీ మీరు చేసినానమ్మా. ఈ వాల్యూ నేను డైరెక్ట్గా రాస్తాను, నేనేం రాయను. మీకు ఎగ్జామ్లో ఈవెన్ ఇన్ ఎగ్జామ్ ఆల్సో దే విల్ డిస్ప్లే వాల్యూ మీకు ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తారు. అది డైరెక్ట్లీ నాట్ పాసిబుల్ టు ఫైండ్. ఐ హ్యావ్ టు ఇంటిగ్రేట్. దీని ఫంక్షన్ నేను ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేయాలండి. వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ ఫంక్షన్? ఇంటిగ్రల్ 0 to 1.66 మొత్తం ఫంక్షన్ని ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేయాలి. f of x dx. వాట్ ఈజ్ f of x? 1/√2 pi sigma e power minus 1/2 into probability density function is there or not? I have to integrate that function between the అదే కదా. To find the probability I have to integrate that function. But integration of 0 to 1.66 1/√2 pi sigma e power minus 1/2 into x minus mu by sigma whole square dx. దీన్ని మొత్తాన్ని ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేయాలి బిట్వీన్ దోస్ లిమిట్స్. నాకు ఆ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ తెలియదు, నాకే కాదు మీకు తెలియదు. ఓకే, వై? ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఆఫ్ e power x is possible. ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఆఫ్ e power x square ఫార్ములా ఉందా? మీరు అనుకోవచ్చు సార్ x square is equal t తీసుకొని చేస్తాను. చేయండి అమ్మా. ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఆఫ్ e power x square, tell me what it is. I don't know, you too don't know. Say not possible directly. Integral 0 to infinity, suppose if the limits are given from 0 to infinity, using gamma function I can try. But అక్కడ 0 to infinity కాదు, 0 to finite limits. Between finite limits the function is looking like e power x square model or not? ఆ కాన్స్టెంట్స్ ఏవో ఉన్నాయి, వదిలేయండి. e power x square లాగా లేదు అది, అవునా? e power minus 1/2 into x minus mu by sigma whole square, e power x square form is there or not? I don't know how to integrate that. దానికోసమే సాఫ్ట్వేర్స్ డెవలప్ చేశారు. ఎవరంటే మీరే. వాట్ ఐఎమ్ టెల్లింగ్ ట్రూత్, కామెడీ కాదు. మీకు నవ్వులాటగా ఉండొచ్చు, మరి అది చేయాలి కదా. సే మరి దానికి కూడా ఒక చిన్న బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ చెప్తాను చూడండి. టు ఇంటిగ్రేట్ దట్ డైరెక్ట్లీ నాట్ పాసిబుల్ ఫర్ మీ. ఒక మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ పర్సన్గా నేను చేయలేక నీ హెల్ప్ అడిగా. నువ్వేం చేసావు? నువ్వు సాఫ్ట్వేర్ డెవలప్ చేయాలి. యూ హ్యావ్ టు డెవలప్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఫర్ ఇట్. సాఫ్ట్వేర్ డెవలప్ చేయాలంటే మరి నీకు మ్యాథమెటికల్ స్కిల్ ఉండాలిగా. సాఫ్ట్వేర్ డైరెక్ట్గా ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాసేస్తారా? రాయరు కదండి. ఎస్, యూ హ్యావ్ టు డెవలప్ ఏ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఫర్ ఇట్. సాఫ్ట్వేర్ డెవలప్ చేయాలంటే దట్ మీన్స్ దట్ సే యూజింగ్ ట్రెపెజాయిడల్ అండ్ సింప్సన్స్ రూల్ ఐ హ్యావ్ టు అప్లై న్యూమరికల్ మెథడ్స్ ఫర్ ఇట్. దెర్ ఈజ్ వన్ టాపిక్ కాల్డ్ న్యూమరికల్ మెథడ్స్. మీకు ఏదో సెమిస్టర్లో వస్తుంది న్యూమరికల్ మెథడ్స్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు అప్లై న్యూమరికల్ మెథడ్స్ ఫర్ ఇట్. ఆ న్యూమరికల్ మెథడ్స్లో దెర్ ఈజ్ ఏ రూల్ కాల్డ్ either ట్రెపెజాయిడల్ రూల్. బాబు మీరు ముగ్గురు, there is a rule called trapezoidal rule or Simpson's rule. Either you can apply by using a trapezoidal rule or Simpson's rule, you need to develop a software. That software already number of softwares were developed based on trapezoidal rule and Simpson's rule. One such software is MATLAB, Mathematica. So many softwares are available. మరి నేను నువ్వు ఆ ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాయాలంటే నీకు ట్రెపెజాయిడల్ రూల్ మీద ఐడియా ఉండాలమ్మా. మ్యాథమెటికల్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ ఉంటే యూ కెన్ క్రియేట్ వండర్స్. వన్స్ అగైన్ ఐఎమ్ టెల్లింగ్ యూ. ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఎలా రాస్తావు? ట్రెపెజాయిడల్ రూల్ తెలిస్తేనే రాస్తావు. ట్రెపెజాయిడల్ రూల్స్ కోసం మళ్ళీ నాకు ఫోన్ చేస్తావా? లేదంటే మీ ఫ్రెండ్ మ్యాథమెటిషియన్కి ఫోన్ చేస్తావా? ఎన్ని ఫోన్లు చేస్తారండి? అట్లాంటివి చాలా డెవలప్ చేయాలి కదా. Is it? So you should have if you have a strong idea on trapezoidal or Simpson's rule, you can write, yes, actually many programs were written based on trapezoidal or Simpson's rule. A program write చేసి మీరు program రాసి program run చేసిన తర్వాత వచ్చిన సాఫ్ట్వేర్ అప్లికేషన్ సే దిస్. మీరు సమ్ ఆఫ్ యు ఆర్ స్టడీయింగ్ ప్రాబిలిటీ అండ్ స్టాటిస్టిక్స్ నో, మీ బుక్ ఓపెన్ చేసుకోండమ్మా, నార్మల్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ టేబుల్స్ అని ఉంటాయి. నార్మల్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ టేబుల్స్ అని ఉంటాయి చూడండి. కావాలంటే ఒకసారి మీ ఫోన్లు చేతిలో ఉన్నాయి కదా, ఇప్పుడు వరకు ఫోన్లో ఆ మెసేజ్లు ఈ మెసేజ్లు చూసారు, ఒక్కసారి నేను చెప్పిన మెసేజ్ ఒకటి చూడండి, జెడ్ స్కోర్ వాల్యూస్ అని చూడండి అమ్మా. గూగుల్ ఓపెన్ చేసి జస్ట్ ఓపెన్ గూగుల్ అండ్ జెడ్ స్కోర్ వాల్యూస్. జెడ్ స్కోర్ అంటే నార్మల్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ టేబుల్స్ అనైనా కొట్టండి. అవన్నీ మీరు రాసిన ప్రోగ్రామ్ నుంచి వచ్చినాయి. ఆ ప్రోగ్రామ్ వాల్యూ ఏముంటుందో తెలుసా? చూడమ్మా, ఫిక్స్డ్ లోవర్ లిమిట్ 1.66 వాల్యూ దగ్గర ఉంటుందమ్మా. ఇది వాల్యూ కూడా నేను చెప్తాను చూడండి, ఇది కరెక్టో కాదో. 0.5 మైనస్ 0.4515 అని ఉంటుంది చూడండి. నార్మల్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ వాల్యూ బిట్వీన్ 0 to 1.66 అని కొట్టండి గూగుల్లో, మీకు ఈ వాల్యూ వస్తుంది. జనరల్గా అంటే నాకు ప్రాపర్ సఫిషియంట్ టైం ఉంటే ఆ వాల్యూ ఎలా వచ్చింది, ఎలా చూడాలో కూడా టేబుల్లో నేను చెప్పుండేవాడిని. ఐ వుడ్ హ్యావ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ దట్ ఆల్సో ఇన్ డీటెయిల్, బట్ ఐ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎ టైమ్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఆల్ దోస్. బట్ ఇన్ ఎగ్జామ్ దే విల్ ప్రొవైడ్ దిస్ వాల్యూ. డోంట్ వరీ సార్, మీరంటే రాశారు సార్, మీకు తెలుసు, నాకు తెలియదు కదా. ఎస్, యూ కెన్ ఆస్క్ దట్ డౌట్, బట్ ఇన్ ఎగ్జామ్ దే విల్ ప్రొవైడ్. మీకు క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్లోనే మెన్షన్ చేసేస్తారమ్మా, ది వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ ది నార్మల్, ది ఏరియా అండర్ ది నార్మల్ కర్వ్ బిట్వీన్ 0 to 1.66 ఈజ్ 0.4515 అని ఆయనే చెప్పేస్తాడు. అలా చెప్పాలంటే నువ్వు ఇక్కడ వరకు రావాలి కదా. యూ హ్యావ్ టు సాల్వ్ ది క్వశ్చన్ అప్ టు దిస్ స్టెప్. After this step, once if you know this, then they will provide that value between 0 to 1.66. I don't have a time to explain. Otherwise, I would have explained in detail how it comes also. A table ela chodali, table form, a software application we are using. As it, this is nothing but 0.5 minus. So that is equal to P of X less than 20. Probability after 40 and probability before 20 both are same. Clear? And ఇప్పుడు next question, one more question. What it is? Probability between 20 to 40 required to me or not? Probability between 20 to 40 required to me. Why it is coming like this? రావాలి, మూవ్ అవ్వాలి. Okay, okay. Right, thank you. Say this. Don't worry, this value they will provide in exam paper itself. Okay. మీకు ఎవరైనా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంటే సార్ అది ఎలా వచ్చింది, ఎలా వెరిఫై చేయాలి, నా క్లాస్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత అడగడమ్మా, క్లియర్గా చూపిస్తా. రైట్, నెక్స్ట్ వన్. P of, what is the next question? P of 20 less than X less than 40 is my question. Next question. Probability between 20 and 40. Say this. Carefully say this. Again, here also, మీరు ఏం చేయక్కర్లే, టేబులే మొత్తం చెప్తుంది. Diagram and table. At 40, 1.66. This is 0. 30 to 40 gap and 20 to 30 gap both are same or not? Right side 1.66. If the right side value is 1.66, what is left side value only? Is it minus 1.66 or not? Left side value, is it minus 1.66 or not? But our software application is available after 0 only, not before 0. Every simply because of symmetry of normal curve, you can fold it. Okay, left to right or right to left, you can fold it. But you have developed your software for right side only, not left side, so that you can fold from left to right, not from right to left. So actually probability from 20 to 40 means I have to take the Z values from minus 1.66 up to plus 1.66. Say this. Now theoretically I will write. Say this. This is nothing but probability from Z value minus 1.66 to 1.66. Is it? 20 to 40 is nothing but we have developed our software from 0 to right side only. But it is from where to where? Minus 1.66 to plus 1.66. Now again, we have to convert it into 0 to right side. Complete left also you have to convert. Again, see this diagram. Complete diagrammatic view. Minus 1.66 to 0 gap, 0 to 1.66 gap both are same or not? So, minus 1.66 to plus 1.66, I will write it as 2 times of 0 to 1.66 or not? I will write it as 2 times of 0 to 1.66. Convert it into 2 times of 0 to 1.66. This I will write as 2 times of b of 0 less than z less than 1.6. Now you have to verify the z score values in normal distribution table. In exam they will provide, already I told you that value I know, 0.4515 I know. 0.4515, 2 times of 0.4515 is my final answer. They will provide, in exam they will provide this value. Reason for that is nothing but trapezoidal rule application. Trapezoidal rule application is, reason is direct integration analytical method not possible. Clear? ఇప్పుడమ్మా 4:45 వరకు తీసుకోవచ్చుగా. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఒక ప్రాబ్లం ఇస్తానమ్మా, మీరు అప్ టు జెడ్ వాల్యూ మీరు ట్రై చేయండి. ఆ జెడ్ వాల్యూస్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ వాల్యూస్ చూసి ఎలా చేయాలో నేను తర్వాత చెప్తా. అప్ టు జెడ్ వాల్యూ ట్రై చేయండి. Okay, I will give one problem. Yes, try to solve up to the value of z. This is one question they gave in ESE examination, engineering service examination they gave. The length of rod, the length of rods, 1 minute, length only. The length of rods is normally distributed with mean 440 millimeters and SD 1 mm. Find the percentage of rod whose length lies between 438 to 441 millimeters. Clearly we have specified length of the rods are normally distributed means if you arrange the rods in lengthwise, normally distributed like this. That also I will explain. You say this. Here the exact meaning how to understand. Solution. Rods and like this and first rod, second rod, third rod. If you arrange the rods in lengthwise, how many rods are there? We don't know. Like this. If you arrange the lengthwise, all they form a bell-shaped curve like this. Is it? This is the exact meaning. Lengths of the rods are normally distributed. Mean length is given as 440 millimeters mm. Let. What is a random variable? Random variable capital X is nothing but length of rod in millimeters. Given mean length Mean means average length of the rod, it seems to be. Mean length mu is equal to 440 millimeters. Standard deviation SD sigma is equal to 1 millimeter. Our random variable capital X is nothing but the length of the rod in millimeter. Now, draw one rough normal curve. Just wait. One rough normal curve I am drawing, say this. Normal curve is always symmetric about mu. What is mu here? Mu 440. Is it? Now, the length of the rod between where to where they are asking? Between 438 to 441. 438 is before mu or after mu? 2 units before mu. 438 approximately I am writing here. 441 is just 1 unit after mu. 441 I am writing here. Percentage they are asking in the sense. Percentage they are asking in the sense. Probability they are asking. Percentage of rods lies between 432. Probability means this area under this normal curve. ఈ ఏరియా అడుగుతున్నారండి. But simple logic. మళ్ళీ నువ్వు I have to convert x variate to z variate. X ని వెంటగా z నే కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలి. బట్ టు అప్లై సాఫ్ట్వేర్ అప్లికేషన్ ఆ గూగుల్ వాళ్ళందరూ ఏం చెప్తారు? రైట్ సైడే చెప్తుంది. Right side starting with z is equal to 0 means, but I have to cover even this area also required to me or not? This area also I have to convert in terms of right side. This area also I have to convert in terms of right side. After converting in after converting from left to right, then only you have to verify the normal table. Is it? How it is? Now say this. What is our standard substitution? Z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. This is our standard substitution. See, what is my lower limit? When x is equal to 438, what is z value? When x is equal to 441, what is z value? Verify. Place సరిపోదు అనుకుంటా ఒక్క నిమిషమా. We have, here I will write, we have z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. Standard substitution. When x is equal to when x is equal to 438, then what is it? 438 minus 441. Mu 440 or 441? 440, sorry. By sigma 1 and 438 minus 440 means 2. When x is equal to 441, what is it? 441 minus 440 by sigma 1. So, corresponding to mu, z is always 0. Corresponding to mu, z is always 0. Is it? Corresponding to 438, z is equal to minus 2. Corresponding to 441, z is equal to 1. Again, for more clarity, I will rewrite that table, means that normal distribution curve, I will rewrite that curve. New curve with only z values without x. X variate completely converted in terms of z. This is z is equal to 0 only. That is z is equal to 0. Corresponding to 438, z value minus 2 na. Suppose minus 2 is this side. Approximately this side. Z is equal to 1 this side. Now what is my question? P of 438 less than probability of the length of the rod oscillating between 438 to 441. Length of the rod is a random variable calculus. It is between 438 to 441. That is nothing but P of corresponding to 438 Z is minus 2 or not? Minus 2 less than Z less than 1. But for our software application, it is given from where to where? 0 to right side only. But నేను ఈ ఏరియా కవర్ చేయాలమ్మా, కొంచెం లాజికల్గా థింక్ చేయండి. How to cover this? 1 is 0 to 1 అండి. This is nothing but P of 0 less than Z less than 1. ఇదైతే చేయాలి కదా? 0 to 1, clear or not? Lower limit 0, satisfied. Plus, next part minus 2 to 0 చేయాలి. This point you listen carefully. I have to take the area under the curve between minus 2 to plus 2. But our software is designed from 0 to right side, not from negative to 0. But because of the symmetry of normal curve, property from minus 2 to 0 and 0 to 2 both are same or not? 0 to 2 and minus 2 to 0 both are same. P of 0 less than Z less than 2. ఇక్కడ వరకు మీరు చేయాలండి. చేసిన తర్వాత థియరిటికల్ ఎగ్జామ్ అయితే ఆ వాల్యూ మీరే చూడాల్సి ఉంటుంది. మీ సార్లు చెప్తారు ఎలా చూడాలి. కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్ అనుకోండి, నేను టేబుల్ చూస్తానంటే ఎలా చేయరు. దట్స్ వై ఇన్ ది క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ దే విల్ స్పెసిఫై దట్ వాల్యూ. ఏ ది నార్మల్ కర్వ్ బిట్వీన్ 0 and 1 క్లియర్లీ దే విల్ స్పెసిఫై దట్ వాల్యూ. ఆ వాల్యూ నాకు తెలుసండి, నేను రాస్తాను ఇక్కడ. 0 to 1 generally it is a standard value. That's why it is there in my mind. Sir, 0.3413 అండి. .9544/2 this value. 9544/2 ఎంత అండి అప్రాక్సిమేట్లీ చెప్పండి. 9544/2 ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా చెప్పండి, ఇంక్లూడింగ్ డెసిమల్స్. దిస్ వాల్యూ ఎంతమ్మా? ఈ వాల్యూ చూసి చెప్పండి అమ్మా ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా. బై టూ ఇయర్స్ చెప్పండి. 0.47 47 1 more 7 వస్తుంది అంతే, 14 వస్తుంది కదా, అంతే. 0.4772 వస్తుంది. రైట్, ఈ వాల్యూ నాకు టోటల్ -2 to 2 తెలుసు, అందుకే ఈ వాల్యూ బై 2 అని చెప్పాను. డోంట్ వరీ, మీరు రాశారు కదా, నాకు గుర్తున్నాయి కాబట్టి రాశానమ్మా. మీకు గుర్తుండవు, వాల్యూ ఎగ్జామ్లో ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తారు. డెఫినెట్లీ దే విల్ ప్రొవైడ్ దట్ వాల్యూ ఇన్ ద ఎగ్జామ్ హాల్. డోంట్ వరీ, ఇఫ్ యూ యాడ్ ఇట్ యూ విల్ గెట్ ఇట్. 0.87 0.81 yes, correct. Like this we have to solve the problems in normal distribution. In normal distribution problems this is a way. Clear? మన క్లాస్ ఎప్పటి వరకమ్మా? అవునా? ఓకే. See, generally in ESE or GATE, okay, any competitive exams up to normal distribution you have there in syllabus, but for some branches some additional uniform distribution and exponential distribution also there. But for you up to normal distribution is important and it is there in your syllabus. And not only this, even for your semester exam also normal distribution, up to normal distribution very important. Apart from this, suppose if you are a DS student, maybe I think a test of hypothesis also there, means that is chi-square test, t-test, small sample, large sample, that is also there in it is a part and parcel of your syllabus, because for data science those applications also required to you. See, maybe some of you, maybe say just a minute, some of you have not attended yesterday, maybe even in the online class also those who have not attended, so complete recorded lecture will be available, I think. The recorded lecture ఉంటుంది కదా, Yes, recorded lecture will be available. Better you can follow. Definitely it will be helpful to you, not only for your semester examinations, for completely for all competitive exams it will be helpful to you. Conceptually you just follow. Okay, all the best.